This is for every Nigerian in Kenya. You might be new in Kenya or you've been around for a while, but you still don't know this. So, listen. Today, let's talk about some of the ways that you can get scammed as a Nigerian in Kenya by your fellow countrymen. Yes. And I'm going to list a few that I know about. And as soon as I find out more, I'll share with you. So, let's dive into it. But before I continue, let me just say this. Things are hard enough for everybody. We're all out here struggling to make a living, to make ends meet. So if you feel the best way for you to make money is to cheat your fellow brothers and sisters, then you need to change your ways, because nobody has a tree in their backyard that is growing money. I don't have a tree in my backyard that is growing money. I don't know if you do, but I don't think anybody does. We all work hard to get this money. So if this is your way of making money, I'd advise you to look for something legal and something that you can be proud of to do, okay? Stop cheating people. No one is saying you shouldn't make money. Of course, we all want to make money, but not by cheating others. And in case you're new here, my name is Missy. You can call me the Black Coffee. And on this channel, I share my unfiltered experience in places that I travel to. And today we're talking about how Nigerians get scammed in Kenya by fellow Nigerians. So let's dive into the gist. The first scam is Kenya visa renewal. Yes, you've been given 3 months to stay in Kenya, but after 3 months you feel like you want to stay a little bit extra, and then you want to extend your stay, and then somebody's telling you, oh, bring 8,000, bring 9,000, I'll do it for you. Meanwhile, this service is absolutely free. You can just go on the Gov website and extend your visa by yourself. Open an account, ask for the extension. You don't even have to go to their office. I didn't know this, right? So when I wanted to extend my Kenya visa, I called a few people that I know, and I'm like, oh, my brother, my sister, Alpha, you've done this thing before. How do you do it? How can I do it? And somebody is like, oh, bring 8,000, I'll do it for you. Somebody's like, bring 9,000, I'll do it for you. And I'm like, okay. So the last time I traveled to Busia, I think that was it around, I think April, when I came back. I was coming from Uganda, so I came by road. From Uganda, I stopped in Busia. I was supposed to cross there and then stay with my in-laws before I proceed to Nairobi. Now, on getting to the border, my visa was not ready because I had applied for another Kenyan visa. My visa wasn't ready because I didn't even do it myself. I paid somebody to do it for me, and this person takes double the amount for the visa. So the visa is $50, but I pay her $100. Do you understand? But then I feel like, this thing, they might be tedious, everybody's online shouting, oh, I can do this for you, I can do that for you. Okay, let me just have somebody do it for me, right? So I pay somebody to do it for me. Now, the issue is when I got to the border, my visa was not ready. It wasn't out yet. It was supposed to be out in 72 hours, but I think it was about almost 72 hours, but it was not out yet. And when I got there, they were like, oh, where's your visa? I said, I don't have it yet. My visa is in process. I'm processing it. And they're like, okay, open your Gov account. Let's see it that it's in process. At least if we're going to let you in, or if we're going to even compromise, we need to be sure that you have started the visa application process. And I'm like, I didn't do it myself. I paid somebody to do it. And this person is in Nigeria, and they're like, okay, that's they didn't understand why I had to pay somebody to do that for me. And because I felt like, oh, maybe sometimes this visa gets denied, so it's better to have somebody that is already doing this over the years to do it. So the issue was, they're like, if at all they're going to let me in, they need to see that I have started the process, right? And I didn't have anything to show that I have started the process. I was calling this person, chatting this person. She was not responding. When she finally responded, she was like, oh, one of our staff handles that, and the guy is unavailable right now because it was past working hours in Nigeria. I think this was around past 11 in Kenya. So it was past working hours in Nigeria, and I won't be able to get any proof, anything to even show that the process. And I'm like, madam, I am in the border. I cannot sleep in the border. Please call that guy to, send me. There was something they said I should get. I've forgotten. So it shows that, your visa is processing. That call that guy to send me this thing so that I can show it to these people and I can go home and sleep. My in-laws' place from the border is just like 7 minutes away. So you can imagine how close I was, but I could not just enter because I didn't have my visa. I didn't have anything to show. So I decided from that day, when we went through the whole stress, my sister-in-law was with me at the border. It was stressful. We were there for over 3 hours, right? Doing this back and forth, looking for people we can talk to and all of that. We finally entered, but I told myself from that day that I'm not going to pay anybody to do anything for me regarding visa, renewal, and all of that. I'm going to try it myself. Now, these things are online. Just log on to the website, apply for your visa, put all the necessary details that they need. If they refuse, you can, and I mean, this is Nigeria, Kenya. They hardly refuse visas, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to pay anybody to do these things for me anymore. I'm going to do it myself. And if I try and it doesn't work, then I can now approach somebody that, okay, how do you guys do this for me and all of that. So that's the first scam. Kenya visa renewal is absolutely free. My sister, the Niger princess, she has done it countless times. When she was in Kenya, she and her daughter, she paid 9,000 Kenyan shillings. Imagine paying 9,000 for something that is absolutely free. See, I know that we all want to make money, but there is a way to make money and not, end up in hellfire. Because, like, seriously, if something is 2,000 and somebody comes to you, oh, do it for me, and you're like, okay, I want to make small change from this thing. If you add 1,000, it is not too bad. But if something is absolutely free and you decide to take 9,000 Kenyan shillings from somebody, that is witchcraft. Because I don't know what else to call it. That is wickedness. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is bureau de change, Forex exchange. Now, sometimes you come to, sometimes you travel and then you want to take your Naira and maybe your dollar card is not working, but you need to spend money in the country that you are. There are people that do money exchange. I also do it, right? So they help you collect your Naira into their Naira account and they send you the local currency of wherever you are, right? So now I have this friend that I met when I came to Kenya. We became cool. He's a guy. I just met, oh, this person is from my place. Oh my gosh. We became really cool, like really fast. We became friends and all that. And this guy would change money for me when I needed shillings, right? I would send my Naira and he would send me. And then at the end of, like along the line, I think one day it wasn't available. So I had to contact somebody else. And I realized that I have been cheated all along. So I realized that this person has been putting more and more and more. So I was getting less and less and less in Kenyan shillings. So if I'm supposed to get like, see, if it was 100 shillings, 200, 500 shillings, I would not really mind, because honestly, that's nothing. But if you're adding extra 2,000, extra 3,000, or you're taking from somebody's money, like I'm supposed to get, for instance, I'm supposed to get 5,000 shillings when I do the exchange, and you're giving me 3,000 instead of 5,000, that's a lot. That's too bad. So I realized that, oh, this person has been cheating me. So I tried a couple of times. So when I want to change money, I would chat this person up. How much is so amount? If I send you this, how much do I get? And I chat the new guy that I found and I compare and I realized, wow. I thought you were my brother, because we were cool. If it's somebody that you don't know, it's not like it's okay even if you don't know the person, but like the pain is less, right? But because I know this person, I was really pained, and that was the end. I cut him off. I don't know how to talk too much, like seriously. I don't know how to talk too much, and I keep my circle very, very small. So if you are in that circle, just believe that you are one of the best. Like your character is the kind of character that I can accept. If not, yeah, I'm just going hi. Yeah, let's just keep it there, since we're not looking after each other. We're not each other's keeper, like they say, be your brother's keeper. So if you're cheating me, you're not my keeper. So let's move on to number 3. So before I move on to number 3, have at least 2 to 3 people that do Forex exchange. When you want to do money exchange, always compare, because trust me, people are out here looking for profit, but extra profit, looking for gullible people to cheat. And we're not gullible. The fact that you're new in a place does not mean you're stupid, does not mean you're dumb. It's just, you're new, that's all, right? And when you do these things, when people finally find out, the trust even if it was just 10% trust they had for you, it just vanishes. So whenever you want to do money exchange, just have like 2 to 3 people that you talk to, compare prices, and go with the one that favors you. There is nothing like, oh, this person is my customer, we've been working together for, forget that thing. They will cheat you and cheat you right in your face. So abide by these rules, because that's what I do. When I was in Ghana, I used to do this. I think I had like 4 different guys that do this forex exchange. So whenever I want to change money, I chat all of them. Hi, how you doing? How much will I get for this naira? How much will I get in Ghana cedis for so amount of naira? And the one that I know I'm going to get the most money, the one I go with, chicken. So this number 3 is Nigerian raw food. Rice, beans, ogbono, all those things. You want to buy it and cook it yourself. Do not stick to one vendor. I did it and I regret it. I'm going to show you what I bought at the rate of 10,000 Kenyan shillings. I think in December. I'm going to show you what I bought today, being July, when I decided to try another vendor, because I saw their ad and I'm like, okay, let's just try it and see. And it is by far better than what I used to buy. The packaging is is amazing, and the customer service is good, and the price is good. So let's get to Nigerian raw food. So I know when we travel, we're looking for food, because sometimes let me in my previous post, somebody say, oh, is it food you went to eat in Uganda? You're complaining about the food. Guys, we cannot survive without food. You cannot survive without good food. It's like being used to eating chapati, for instance, and then for months you are not seeing chapati, you are not seeing pilau, you're not seeing biryani, you're just eating what you don't know. It will get to a point you'll get tired. Your spirit will be like, what are we doing? Please give me good food. So that is why it feels like, oh, I talk about food a lot, because food is really very important, especially the food that you're used to, the food that you grew up eating. As delicious as Nigerian food is to me, my Kenyan boyfriend does not like some of it, because like you say, oh, pepper is too much, spice is too much, and I understand. It's not what he's used to eating, it's not what he grew up with. Because I like it does not mean that he has to like it, right? And it does not mean that, so going to Nigerian food, do not say that, oh, you have customer, I have a customer, this person, oh, she's this. They will cheat you blue black. Imagine buying ogbono that I will show you guys the clip, because I had to measure it and be sure, because like God.
So now this is me testing to make sure that I don't have the size mixed up, only for me to actually find out when I brought out the old video that the bowl which was used to sell the ogbono was even smaller than the one that I used to measure it just now. So it's actually smaller than this one, and it was sold for me much more expensively. Anyway, I prefer this packaging because it's more airtight and you can always use and keep aside for the next time. And I bought cow skin. So this is the video of the old one, and this pointing at this is the ogbono. You can see how small that bowl is, and I bought it for 900. Anyway, Trey, let's move on.
So this ogbono that I bought was 900 for the same 250 gram that I bought today for 400. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And the good thing is that this is not an ad. Let me first of all put that out there. This is not an ad, because I got good service, and I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. So I'm going to talk about it, because other people are probably going through this as well, and they are getting cheated every day. So for instance, what else? Like they're just today I just bought I just bought in small quantities, so that I can try this new place, so that I don't go and buy plenty and then it's a waste of money. So it's absolutely normal to look for your own people when you get to a new place, because they've been there before, and when you need help and information, they can help you. They can give you the right information, they can give you directions. But when it's this same people cheating you, it's hurtful, it's painful, because to them you're new and you're gullible, which you're not. So if we can't even be truthful and rely on each other, are we even to be called kinsmen? I don't think so. So if you're Nigerian in Kenya, have you ever been scammed before? How did you find out and how did you handle it? Because for me, when I found out, I just cut the person off, because I just realized that this person is not fit to be my friend or to be in my circle, and that was the end of it. So see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video and if you've ever experienced any of this. I'm going to see you in the next episode. My name is Missy. You can call me the Black Coffee. Bye.